Hi everyone, I had just did a video on how to make funchè, which is a Puerto Rican breakfast dish. It's like cream of wheat, but it's made with cornmeal. And my video got not deleted, but it stopped because I went to go grab something and I pressed the stop button. So hopefully it'll work this time. So far what we've done, let me catch you up. I've done 2 cups of cornmeal and I dissolved it in this bowl right here, the burgundy one, so that it doesn't get lumpy by adding it directly to the pot. And then I added 1 teaspoon of salt and 4 tablespoons of sugar. The one thing you don't go wrong with the sugar is you can never put you can always add more sugar. And if you feel like you put too much, you don't, because it's meant to be really sweet. This is a Puerto Rican breakfast dish that my mom made for us when we were little. So it has so many special memories. And my son is making noise with the water over here. My niece Lisa and my niece Yvette, they really loved it as well. My mother made it for them when they were little. So since I'm learning how to cook Puerto Rican food, they really wanted me to learn how to cook funchè. So this is for them. So right now what I'm doing is I got the stove on number 5. I have an electric stove. And the important thing with this is to continually stir so that it doesn't get lumpy. So we're going to be stirring for a good while. So I'm really hoping it comes out, because I'm kind of trying to remember what my mom did, but at the same time watching videos. But they do a salty version of it. I haven't been able to find a sweet version of it, but they talk about the sweet version. They say, hey, if you want a sweet version, then just add sugar instead of oil or salt. And but they don't say how much. So I'm kind of going by like how I make a molto meal or cream of wheat. See how it's turning yellow. And what I also added was a half a can of coconut milk. I didn't want to add the whole can. So what I'm hoping that I didn't do is add too much water. So let's see. So I'm still stirring. I added like maybe a quarter more of cornmeal because I felt it wasn't enough cornmeal according to how much coconut milk and water I had put in the pot. So now it's starting to look a little bit more normal. But I guess I'll get better as I do it more and more. I'll get better at it and really get it down. This is my first try. So it can't be really much different than making cream of wheat and oatmeal. My son's got the microwave on, so I hope you guys can still hear me. So yeah, it's coming out. It's looking good. So like I said, the difference I think between cream of wheat and oatmeal is we add coconut milk, which we use a lot of cocoa. Puerto Rico's in the Caribbean, in the islands, so we use a lot of cocoa in our food, especially coconut milk. So, which is this right here. And they have different brands. To me, it doesn't matter. Whatever brand I see first or I get, they all taste the same. They taste really good. So, it doesn't really matter as long as it's coconut milk. So, I hope that my niece Lisa, my niece Yvette will watch this video and see how Auntie Carmen is really trying to make this for them. Learn how to make it so that when I go to see them or they come see me or whatever, that I can make it for them and know what the heck I'm doing. And like I said, it cannot never be really too much sugar, I suppose. But that's the same amount that I would put in molto meal or the other type of guanimes, which is also made of cornmeal. But so, like I said, you can always add more. So I'm going to go ahead and keep stirring this because I need my strength. So I'm going to need both arms. But I'll be back with the final result. Okay. It turned out really good. I did have to add more sugar, probably the double of the sugar. And I'm thinking what I should have did for me, because I don't normally eat regular sugar. What I eat is, let me go this way, is Truvia. I think I showed this the other day because I'm on a weight loss journey. So I'm trying to choose healthier versions of everything. So, and one of the things I changed, I have never been a candy type of person. Not a really big sweet eater, but I did have like cakes and cookies and stuff in the way I ate, and pancakes and waffles and all those type of things. And I completely took that all out. And so I'll eat like raisin bread with toasted, or some type of oatmeal, which is good for my cholesterol, or some type of cream of wheat, and never do none of that other stuff. So that's about as sweet as I get. And whenever I have to use sugar, I use Truvia, which is in my green tea, any foods, any desserts, my smoothies, I'll use Truvia. And I pretty much only need 1 packet. So for this one, I would have only probably needed 3 at the most, but I had already put regular sugar, and then I added some more regular sugar, and then I added some of my Truvia because I didn't want to keep adding, because it felt like it still needed more sweetness. So I think on the next time, I'll just use at the most 3 of my packets of Truvia, and that would be great. And then I'll make a smaller version, because usually I just make it for me. I'm not sure if my kids are going to like it. So I probably could use 1 to 3 packages of Truvia. So that's one thing I would change. And I probably would use an entire cup of coconut milk. And probably not an entire can, I mean, because like I said, I'll make a smaller amount, because it's pretty much will be just for me, and try to figure out if my kids or my husband would like it. Then if I do it for the entire family, I would definitely put 1 whole can of coconut milk instead of 3/4 of the can. If I'm doing it just an amount for me, I probably would go ahead and use half of the can of coconut milk. So the one thing, or the couple of things that I did learn in making this, is that you adapt it to your taste as far as the sugar. All the ingredients and the amounts are the same. The only thing you would need to adapt is the amount of coconut milk you may want to put in. Versus if it's just for me, I would use half a can. If it's for my entire family, I would use a whole can. That would be the only difference. And the other difference is in the sugar. If it's for me, I would definitely use my Truvia, because I'm eating healthier. And like I said, I'm on a weight loss journey. So if I have to incorporate sugar, that's the sugar that I want to incorporate, because it doesn't take hardly nothing. Most of my stuff that I absolutely have to have sugar, I only need 1 packet. So for something like this, it could be 1 to 3 packets. But if you use regular sugar, you have to add a lot of regular sugar. So I would say it would be like 8 tablespoons of sugar, which is a lot for me. But my family is not on a diet, even though I always encourage them to eat healthier. But I don't expect them to be like me, because they don't need to lose weight like me. But it's always good to encourage, because everybody should eat healthy. But they don't use the Truvia, they use the regular sugar. So now I know how much it would need for this pot size for my family. So this was a good thing about making it for the first time, is because you're learning what to add or what to take away, and how it comes out perfect according to just for you, or just or for your family. My family is the size of 4. So it's me, my husband, my daughter, my son right now. So I wouldn't, when I cook, I need to figure out, am I cooking just for me, or if I cook for my family? And that's what determines how the measurements will need to change a little bit. So this was like, I don't know, what size pan is this? It's a saucepan, but I don't remember what size it is. But this will be enough for me to eat again if I want some more later, or if when my daughter wakes up, I want her to try it as well. She's been like, kind of like my guinea pig, just trying. She's my taster in everything that I'm cooking, because she will give you your honest opinion. My son, this will not be his cup of tea. My husband, this is not his forte either, but he will definitely try it and let me know what he thinks. So this will certainly be more than enough. And yeah, so next time I'll make a smaller pan, which will probably be this size pan. That would be perfect for just me, or me and my daughter. That would be perfect, because you're just going to eat it one time a day and not every day for breakfast. So that would be the more corrector pan. If I do it for my family, I will definitely use this pan. So now I know. So the next time it will be even more perfect. But this is, it came out delicious. I've already tasted it. Let's see if I could turn the camera to me. I don't really want to show myself because I'm still in my pajamas. I don't have no makeup on. But let me go ahead and show you me tasting it. Oh my God. It's so freaking good. And I keep it 100. One thing I pride myself on, one of the things, because there's a few things I pride myself on, but one of the things is I'm the most honest person. Even if I made it, I'll be like, not so much. That wasn't so great, but I'm going to definitely perfect it next time. That would be how I would feel and what I would say. But I wish you could taste through the camera. Oh my God. Perfect. Perfect coconut milk. Perfect sweetness. But like I said, I still would change the Trivia because I added 3 packets of Trivia because I didn't want to add any more sugar than I had already added. So I definitely wouldn't even add the regular salt for me. I would add the Trivia. And maybe my family might even like it. But oh my God, I can't stop eating it. It is really good. So excuse me, I have no makeup on. Like I said, it's not almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in my pajamas. And normally I don't eat breakfast. Normally I do a smoothie. My Slim Fast smoothie for breakfast. And so I don't do a breakfast. That's my breakfast, is my smoothie. And then I eat lunch. And then my meal prep plan throughout the day. But this morning I was feeling kind of nauseated. And I don't know why. No, I'm not pregnant. I can still have kids, even though I'm 51. But no, it's not that. But sometimes that happens to me where I'll get a little nauseated, but it hasn't happened to me in a long time, and I think because I've been eating healthier. But it happened this morning, and I thought, oh my God, I'm just in the mood for something warm, not a big, heavy breakfast. Since I'm not going to do my smoothie, I need something warm. And I thought this would be a perfect time to learn how to make Puerto Rican funchè. And I did it. I'm so happy. So thumbs up. I'll let you know what my daughter thought, or my husband, whoever was willing to try it. But Lisa and Yvette, this was for you, because I know how much funchè, grandma making funchè meant to you guys. And since grandma's not here anymore, I wanted to learn how to make it. So when I see you guys, I can make it for you and maybe bring a piece of grandma back. I don't want to start crying. I can feel it coming on. Catch it, Carmen. Catch it. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera back the other way. So anyway, if you do want to make that size funchè in this size pan, I did 2.5 cups, almost 3 cups, 2 3/4 cups, I would say, of cornmeal. And the best thing is to dissolve it in a bowl. So you put the 2.5 cups, 3 cups in a cornmeal. If you were doing it for just one person, I would say 1 cup of cornmeal. So for one person, I would say 1 cup of cornmeal. For more people, I would say almost, go ahead and do the 3 cups of cornmeal. And dissolve it in a bowl. Stir it and stir it to very dissolved. That will avoid it being lumpy. Then add, like, for the 3 cups, I added 3 cups of water. For one person, you probably add 1 cup of water, and then half a cup of the coconut milk. For a family, 3 cups of cornmeal, 3 cups of water, 3/4 cups of the coconut milk, which is this one. And like I said, there's many brands. Get any brand. It doesn't matter. It's really good. They all work the same to me. And so, yeah. So 3 cups of cornmeal for what I made today. Like I said, adapt it. If it's just for you by yourself, then do half of that. Half of what I'm going to say right now. Okay. So 3 cups of cornmeal, 3 cups of water, 3/4 of the can of coconut milk. I would even say 1 can of coconut meal. Okay, and then I did 1 teaspoon of salt, and then sugar is to your taste. What I would say is start off with 4 tablespoons of sugar, whether if it's Trivia or Sweet and Low, whatever you eat. I would start off with 1 to 3 packets, and then just start as you're stirring it. You don't let your water get boiled, I should say that. Just as long as it starts to get warm, start adding your dissolved cornmeal that you did in the bowl with water, and just keep stirring, don't stop stirring. Add your salt, teaspoon of salt, and then add your sugar for every amount you want to try. Like I said, this was 4 tablespoons of sugar. Trivia packets, I would say 1 to 3 if you're eating any type of healthy sugar. And then just keep stirring. Do not stop stirring, because that's what avoid it from being lumpy. And then taste it just right before it starts to boil, because boil will really dry it out, make it lumpy. Taste it, and then if you need more of anything, add it to that. So it's add to taste. So yeah, this is the cornmeal that I use. I'm sure there's different kinds. Albert's is a good brand. That's the one I remember. So yeah, and this is what it turns out to be. See, it's nice and soft, and if I stirred it around, it's still soft. It's not clumpy at all, because I think dissolving it in that bowl really worked. Look at that. Oh my God, this is so good. Yep. I taste it again because it's good. So another successful Puerto Rican recipe. I cannot talk this morning, and I'm sure the next time I would say it's at a 99% only because I had to adapt to the sugar, but next time it'll be 100%. I want to thank Yvonne Chinea, it's a Puerto Rican lady on YouTube, for helping me out with this recipe. You guys are the best. So I'm going to let it go from here. You guys have a great day, and until my next video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And until my next video, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.